Hello, my love. I'm Heather Elaine, and this is Mindful Movement, a space to bring you back to center, tell your nervous system it has permission to chill out, and pick up some tools to live more embodied and empowered. Whether we're new to each other or you've been here for a while, I am so glad you are tuning in. I do all things with a balance of hella love and compassion and a sprinkle of humor, so let's dive on in. Wherever you are, taking a moment, let the eyes soften or close unless you are on the road. Let your jaw unclench. And take a long, steady breath in, filling the lungs right up to the collarbones. Hold for just a gentle moment at the top. And as you exhale, letting the weight of anything from your dreams or yesterday or this past year to roll off. And let's start by arriving, noticing the points of contact between you, the ground, the chair, the bed, the car, wherever you're resting. And feel that steady support holding you without you efforting. And let's let gravity do its thing while you simply breathe. And with your next inhale, imagine that the energy enters through the soles of your feet, travels up through your legs, through your hips, your spine, your heart, all the way up to the crown of the head. And on the exhale, imagine that energy flowing all the way back down and releasing out through the soles of your feet. And take a few more of those breaths, inviting in nourishing energy as you inhale, and exhale, releasing anything that's been weighing you down. And take one more breath. And now gently, in your mind's eye, picture yourself standing tall in the middle of your day, not the morning, not the evening, but right in the center, right in the heart of the day. What do you look like when you're moving through your hours with calm energy and a little extra sparkle? And imagining perhaps your shoulders back, your heart open, your face soft, maybe even a quiet little smile. And just noticing how you're moving through the world with this little extra energy, this little extra pep. It's like when I accidentally, on purpose, ran into Ramona at the flower store that last week, I think. Little extra pep in her step, like, hey, looking at flowers, feeling alive. And then release that. And we're going to see if we can match our energy with our intention, not rushing to keep up, but also not hesitating. Finding that adjustment to the rhythm of what works for you. And let your breath, as you kind of find this
matching of rhythms, of energy, let your breath almost be like a metronome. So there's a sense of steadiness, there's a sense of balance. And as always, when we sit, the mind will sometimes start to wander. It's part of being human, part of the brain doing its thing. But just call it back. And again, allow the breath to be like a metronome. And taking another breath right here. And now bring one word to mind, a quality that you'd like to embody today. It might be ease, maybe it's focus, maybe it's wellness, perhaps connection or strength. There's not a right or wrong. And you might like all those words. But see if you can choose one. And as you have your word, I want you to imagine that word in big, bold letters. And maybe it's like one of those signs that's in the window that says open, right? That's like lit up. Or maybe it's letters that you have written in the sand on the beach. Or maybe it's something different. Maybe it's an airplane that wrote them in the sky. Yeah. But imagine them in whatever context feels the most inspirational for you in big, bold letters with this word. And breathe into this word as if it were the very oxygen you were taking in. And breathe it out into the space around you. And breathing fully into this word. And taking another big breath into the word. And as we get ready to start to move, we're going to see if we can infuse this word into movement and then see how it will show up in the day. How can we embody this word? How can we bring this word to life? So go ahead and take another big breath. Maybe a little wiggle of fingers and toes. Maybe a little faux yawn or real yawn. And if you happen to be in a lying down position, no rush at all, but we'll bring you into a seat as you're ready. And for those of you that are already seated, just starting to add some little movement, maybe a rock, maybe a circle. Maybe the eyes are still closed. Maybe they have blinked open. And we'll go ahead and take our hands to our ribs on the same side and just start to offer a little rub from the sides towards the middle. And then we'll go ahead and land the hands right at solar plexus. Eyes can stay open or soften or closed. And bringing that word back to mind. And again, whether it's a neon sign written in the sand or in the clouds. Breathing into this word. Almost like, when people do like infused water, you have your water and you put some orange slices in it or some mint in it, you infuse the water. And infuse our breath, infuse our days with whatever word you have chosen. Take another big breath there. We'll go ahead and come back to each other, hands in the lap, and we'll just start to circle around a little bit bigger, maybe even with a little wee. Good. Reversing direction as you're ready. And then reversing direction again. So you're going back to that first one, feeling the hips, the low back, the abdominals, and then allow the chest, the heart, the ribs to become more expressive in that circle. And maybe even the head can stay steady. Keep breathing now. Good. And then we'll reverse the direction from the hips, noticing that circle. And then again, bringing the awareness a little bit more into upper body, still breathing. Good.
Thank you so much for joining me today. More wellness options can be found on my website at www.heatheralaine.com. Be well, love. Look forward to seeing you next time.